So I have Wi-Fi again, and that's huge, and I can start doing videos again, which is great. This video is something personal that a lot of people have asked me about because not a lot of the people that I know have never dealt with this. And I'm honored to have a few friends who do and are able, like, I'm able to talk to them because they know what I'm going through. But I'm not going to edit this video. It's just going to be a huge long rant. So I hope, I know I don't have a lot of YouTube followers and that's fine, but I am going to, post this on Facebook, and I hope this helps anyone out there who might be dealing with any of this type of thing. And that thing is, anxiety, and in my case particular, anxiety disorder and an attention deficit disorder. I really want to stress that having a mental disorder does not make you any less of a person at all. In fact, it probably makes you a more beautiful person, a more stronger, a stronger person, because you have so much more to deal with. There's nothing scarier than fighting your own self, your own brain. I had my first anxiety attack or panic attack when I was 20, and I thought that I was going to die. I literally thought that I was going to die. I was on the phone with my dad, and it was like, I can't breathe, I can't think, I'm really hot, my heart's racing. It's basically, for those who don't know what an anxiety attack is, it's different for everyone, but for a lot of people it feels like you're having a heart attack. You literally can't breathe, your heart is racing beyond its capacity, but it's all mental. That panic attack did send me to the ER. I spent the night in the ER, where I wasn't treated very nicely, actually, because apparently, this was before anxiety really got into the mainframe of being a mental disorder, and it was more like people were taking anxiety as depression, and so they were like, were you trying to kill yourself? Were you trying to do any harm to yourself? I was like, no, I am watching George Lopez, and then all of a sudden I could not breathe. I was diagnosed with ADHD, or attention deficit disorder, or hyperactivity disorder, when I was about 5, although they think I was born with it because I didn't sleep. I still don't really sleep. So that made me think that I was probably anxious as a child as well, because I wake up all times of the night. And I think it's just a little bit worse having both, because with ADD, you can't really focus on things. And I've had the pleasure of having a wonderful mother who was able to work with me and help me get off medication for the attention deficit disorder. So I have tactics of ways that be like, okay, focus on this, focus on that, but it's still very much present in my everyday life, and you can tell if I'm talking to you, my eyes wander, which in retrospect my ADD causes me to be anxious, and which of course leads to panic attacks. So let's backtrack to the panic attacks, and they are the worst thing in the world. They are the darkest place I've ever been, and I don't wish that on my worst enemy, because you feel like there's no hope. And I have a really great support system, and usually a lot of my panic attacks happen at night because I'm alone and I'm not with anybody, and it scares the crap out of me. So yes, I sleep with my laptop on and I play freaking Everybody Loves Raymond, because at least there's some noise, there was people there. But like I said, I have a great support system, and if it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I call, my mom or my dad knows to pick up the phone because I can't breathe and I need to talk it out. And she'll go up and get a snack, and she's like, okay, okay, Taka, you know, this is all in your head, and I'll be like, I know, but Mom, it hurts. I can't breathe. Open a window, open this, and she's always been there for me. And when you're having, you know, a panic attack, everything, and just everything goes through your mind. And most of the time you think you're dying. You know, and I've tried everything to help with my anxiety. From herbal remedies and different sleep cycles, and like I said, I've never been a good sleeper. So a lot of stuff didn't work for me, and I eventually went to medication. And one of the things that really, really pisses me off when it comes to my anxiety is meditate, don't medicate. For someone who has ADD, I cannot, as you can see, I've been using my hands all throughout this freaking video. I can't sit still. I'm constantly, whether it's like touching something or shaking my leg, I can't meditate. Yes, I do yoga, but I have to do my yoga bits in like 20-minute sessions, and that's all I can take because I get jittery, and I'm like, okay, I have to move more than just like very fluid movements. I have to like get up and dance or something. There's too much energy in this. And some things just don't work for people, and that's why it pisses me off. These people are like, oh, the drug companies are trying to like, you know, brainwash us or whatever. I just want to say one thing. Without the medication, and let me reiterate that if you choose not to do medication, if other things work for you, that is wonderful. Do what works for you, but what works for me is taking a pill daily that helps balance my levels. But without it, it's the darkest place. So I just want to say thank you, I guess, to everyone who's been there throughout my journey having mental disorders, and in the really dark times. I want to say thank you for, you know, there were points where I wasn't sure how I would go on or if I wanted to go on. And a big shout out to my parents, because without them, holy hell, probably be like Britney Spears buzz cut phase or whatever. So I welcome any questions anyone has, and or comments. You have the right to say anything you want, as much as I do. Or words of encouragement. That's awesome too. I would love those. Because, you know, without those, life is very... So hopefully we'll get back to some regular YouTube videos here soon. But yeah, I just wanted to share my story. Until next time, guys, sláinte.